Hello friends, welcome back to virtual session. Now today's topic of virtual session is dealing with SQL. Now as you know that SQL stands for structured query language. Now structured query language means it's a language which is using by all the leading database management softwares. Means like you aware about the role of a database managers. Up till now in Java we learn about how we can get the input from the user from standard input devices, right, or standard input like by using character interface like a scanner, like a buffer, like a command line, and then we use GUI interface in the format of label, button, text field. Now these all the tools what we design and what we used for inputting a data to a Java application. Now after inputting the data, we develop a library classes or application classes which are responsible for processing that data. But that data input and the application classes which process the data, this data is in the volatile form. Volatile form means once you close the applications, once you comes out of the applications, the entire data which you input and process will be lost. Now to store this data permanently in the computer's memory or to retrieve that data input and the process data in future, right? Because let's say whatever data I input today, whatever data I process today, but once I come out of the applications, I may be needing the today's transactions tomorrow to carry on further. Let us take an example that whatever billing I did today, whenever I was active in the application, that time every data what I input and everything what I process is available. But once I turn off the computer system, when I come out of the applications, everything will be lost because this entire data is volatile in nature, non-permanent. But obviously in the commercial applications I will be needing that all the process data what I process today for tomorrow's references, for future references, so that I can carry on from there onwards. So in such situations what we need to do, we need to take help of the database management software. In DBMS we can record this data permanently. Right? But to store this, to manage the data in the database by using the database management softwares, we need to learn a language that language is called as structured query language. Right? What is SQL? SQL is a language which is used by all the leading database management softwares like Oracle, like MS SQL Server, like MySQL Server. Right? So these are the popular databases what I am talking about. Now I am going to demonstrate how to manage the data and how to deal with the database by using MySQL Server. Now MySQL Server is Oracle's version, right? It's a lightweight version of Oracle because Oracle itself a server. MS SQL Server is a server used by Microsoft, and in Java we are using a lightweight database management software that is called a MySQL server. So what you need to do, because if you develop a front end, that front end will be useful for developing a UI, user interface, by which user can interact with the system. But once you input the data, your application logic is going to process the data and you will get the result. But this result need to be permanently stored in the database management software. Means you desperately need support of backend, right, which will store the data, which will retrieve the data, right, which will filter out the data as per your conditions specified. You can update the data available, and for this all the reasons we need a backend support. Backend support means obviously you need a database management software, and to manage the database management software, or to process a data in the database management software, we need to fire a query. What is query? Query means a question. Query means a question asked by a user. Question asked by a user to DBMS. And to ask the question to a DBMS software, there is a language that is called as structured query language. Hope I give you the introduction of SQL well. SQL means actually abbreviated for structured query language. So all the leading database management software like Oracle, MySQL Server, MS SQL Server, these all language need to follow the grammar of SQL. So to deal with these all the leading database management softwares, for what reason we are using database management software? To manage the data in the backend. Front end means your GUI, your UI. Application logic means your classes which are responsible for processing your data, and database management software means which is going to manage the data in the backend. And to manage the data in the backend, you need the support of a query. And to fire the query means a question asked by a user to the database management softwares, and these questions will be asked using a language called as structured query language. Right? Hope you understand the things well. Now to know more about the SQL, if you can go through the site called as w3schools.com, which is online web tutorial, and from there you need to select learn SQL, right? And then if you select SQL intro, then just like whatever I am discussing, SQL is a standard language for accessing and manipulating database. What is SQL? SQL stands for structured query language. SQL lets you access and manipulate database. SQL becomes a standard American National Standard Institute in 1986. So it means actually SQL provides it's like a programming languages you are using for writing a programs. In the similar manner, SQL provides you how to build a query and execute that query onto the database management software. What SQL can do, SQL can execute your queries against database, SQL can retrieve the data from the database, SQL can insert the data from the database, and all these stuff are there. You can read this, all the literature given in the W3 schools to understand some basics about the SQL over here. Right? Now I'm going to directly here by using this tutorial, you can even test your queries, and you can go to the next and all. You can learn the things so you can use this W3 schools tutorial as a way to learn about the basic SQL over here. Now I am going to discuss about the practical issues, how to deal with the SQL over here. Right? So initially SQL queries are actually or you can say SQL commands are categorized in data definition language, DDL. Data definitions means how to define the data, just like create table, for the creating table, for drop the table, for alter the table. We have to build the queries, and that comes under data definitions. Then we have a data manipulation language, right? Data manipulation, just like inserting data, selecting data, right? Then update the data, delete the data. For that reason, data manipulations language is used, right? So in this manner, data, like actually it is categorized in DDL, DML, DCL, data control, and DTL, data transactions, you know, sort of. So we'll discuss about these all the types of commands, SQL commands, DDL, DML, DCL, and DTL. You can learn about this in the SQL commands category provided by the SQL, right? Here it is, right? Some most popular SQL commands are select, update, delete, insert into, create database, alter database, create table, and all, right? Likewise. Anyway, now straight away let's move towards how we can deal with the MySQL server database. As I said, I'm using MySQL server is a backend software for managing the database over here. So you need to install MySQL software. Here is a dolphin type, like a symbol icon you are having. It gives you the idea that MySQL server is installed on your machines. You double click on this and continue. Right? You have to specify if any password is given at the time of installation or not. If not, then just like use connect over here. Now once you connect to the MySQL server, now these are the available databases what we are having. What you need to do, you right click on the root of localhost and create a database. I am creating a database. Let's say test Axiom is a database I am creating, right? So you will create a database firstly, test Axiom. Once you create a database by the name of test Axiom, then you will get the tables, right? Tables, views, stored procedures, functions, triggers. These are all the like folders you will get automatically created over here. We'll be discussing about these all the folders later on, but right now I want to add a table now, right? Because just try and understand, you are adding the data in the form of tables, right? So I'll create the table, and here I need to specify the description of the table. Just like while writing the programs, I need to declare the data types. Here, while before storing the data into the tables, I need to create the table, and while creating table, you need to specify the fields. Let us say my first field will be the serial number. The data type will be the small integer. Now these are the data types which are SQL DB data types. Length, I don't need to specify the length because integer will pick up the default length. Then primary unique key, no. Not null, you want to keep it blank, no. I'm as it is a serial number, I'll be expecting that serial numbers will be automatically increment. So I will click on the automatic increment true, and then here I'll specify the name of a person, and the data type will be the varchar 50, right? And then surname, again surname will be the varchar 50. So I'm having serial number, name, surname, then I'm picking a age with a small integer, and then I'm having a city with a varchar 50. Now here in this case, my total fields will be fields I decide to like have my table. That fields are serial number, which will be auto incremented. Now currently I'm just like writing a basic definition of a table, so probably I'm not going for the primary unique key and all. Now primary unique key, just for the sake of understanding, you need to you might want to know about what is exactly primary unique key means. Like to avoid the data duplicacy, right? There has to be a unique key. For example, whatever the number of students appearing in the examinations, their names can be duplicated, their surnames can be duplicated, their age can be duplicated, but the role, that's why to avoid the duplicacy of the records, because if you have a larger data set, then to find the uniqueness, to filter out from the multiple records or duplicacy of the records. So that's why in the examinations we are allocating roll number to them. Roll number of every user will be the unique one. In the similar manner, universities will keep the record of the all the students by providing them the enrollment number or enrollment ID rather. So that will be useful for identifying the uniqueness or unique record over there. Right? So right now I am just recording the basic information about the user related to the serial number, name, surname, etc. So I'll be not going with the primary unique ID. Right? So what my table structure will be, my database will be test Axiom. In that test Axiom, I am trying to create a table with the field serial number, which will be auto incremented, name, surname, etc. So I'll be click on the create table and I'll give the name to the table, maybe user info, users informations, user underscore informations. Yes, I want to record all the users informations which are related to the team Axiom sort of, right. So I'll click on this and it will prompt the message, table created successfully. Do you want to add more tables? I said no, I don't want to add more tables because I'm having one unique table that is called as user info. Now just like a table is successfully created, if you if you just alter the table, means if you want to modify the table definitions, then you can, right? And then if you go for the show table data, right now there is no data available over there. So here you have to just like as I just recently discussed, SQL will provides you the queries, the commands to deal with the database. Now let us say, now I created the table, I want to process the query. Let's say if I say select star from user info. Now user info is my table name and star means all the records. Select star from user info. Now this, when I process this query, I'll get the number of records available in the database. Like so, displays is a comment style, displays number of records in a database. What is the query? Select star from table. I'm using a select query over here. Select star for all from table. Table was user info, right? And there I get the result that okay, I don't have any records available over here. I'll make the comment to this query and then I will build another query, that is insert into table name. Table name is user info, and in the user info table I am having the fields like serial number is auto incremented, so there is no need to specify name, surname, age and city. These are the fields, and values I want to record over there. That is, if you have a string type of data, then put it in the single quote, like let's say ABC is a name of a person, surname will be the PQR, age I am expecting that is 20 and he is from Nagpur maybe, right? Because I want to insert the first record in my table user info in the fields called as name, surname, age, city, and the values I want to record ABC, PQR, 20 and Nagpur. Let's copy this query in the query processor and process this query. It will say one row affected, means one row is successfully added into the database. Then comment this query again and uncomment this select query and fire it again. Now you will get the serial number 1, name ABC, PQR, age 20 and certain after, means like successfully you able to insert a one record into the database. Now in this manner we need to add some more records in it. Let's say I'm adding a record by the name of XYZ, maybe element is like surname, maybe 25 from Pune, and insert it. Right. Again we'll add another records like UVW XYZ 35 from Mumbai. Okay, and file query. And the last record I'm going to add. At least I should have a few records to deal with the database. Process the query. Now if I comment this insert query and uncomment this select star, then you will, whatever the number of records you inserted up till now, that will be populated. The serial number 1, 2, 3, 4, name of the user, surname, age and city. Clear? So now let us understand, if you want to like filter out, if you want to list out all those records belongs to Nagpur, then what will be the query? Select star from tab, means select star from the table, right? But the condition will be where city equals to Nagpur, right? Select star from tab where city equals to Nagpur. Let us process the query. Here I am specifying the condition over here, right, for listing out. Okay, here you will find that only one record is available, that is by the name of ABC and surname PQR over there belong to Nagpur. Now if you want to, in the similar manner, you can select all those records belong to different cities. But now I want to know, let's say another query I will build. Select star from user info where age is less than let's say 40, right? Which I want to know how many records are there having age less than 40 and process the query. Right, here you got the 3 records ABC, XYZ and UVW, which got the age 20, 25 and 35. They all belong to different cities, but they having age because age is city is not a criteria now. I'm having an age as a criteria. So in this manner you can create a table, right? You can create a table, you can insert the data into the table, and you can filter out the records from the table available over there, right? So these are the basic commands by which I can able to create the table, I can able to alter the table, I can able to select the data from the table, I can able to insert the data from the table over there, right? So if you go through these all the basic elementary things about what is SQL and like why SQL and what are the various commands of SQL and how to add the clauses related to the selecting specific records as per the criteria, then probably the simple operations of inserting, selecting, conditional filtering you can easily able to perform using SQL over here, right? Till now we get the basic informations related to the how we deal with the SQL. Now we need to go to some bit challenging task about the SQL. Let us say I'm going to now going to create a table. And that table will be, okay, I'll create a table. That table will be serial number, small integer, and auto incremented. You up till now you understand the purpose why I am creating the serial number, because it has to be the number of records I should I want to like it will be automatically incremented once you add the records into the database. Now I'm just creating a student database, maybe name of the student, right? stu name, stu underscore name, student name, varchar 50, then roll number, small integer, and there I need a subject marks like subject 1, again small integer, subject 2, small integer, subject 3, small integer, subject 4, small integer. I'm assuming that there are maybe one student is facing 5 subjects, and then I'm having total, and then percent, maybe PER, and percent will be the floating type of data, so I will go with the real values. So total, percentage, result again varchar, and 50 is maximum length of it, string sort of, and the grade again I am doing the varchar 50. So I am deliberately adding some more fields with the student database: serial number, auto incremented, student name, roll number, subject 1, and these are the 5 subjects marks we are having, and then like total, percentage, result, and grade. Now just try and understand one point, that initially when you are entering data, obviously total, percentage, result, and grade, these are the fields which we need to compute, So what I will say, initially whenever I add the records, it has to be not null, means like it should allow the null actually, right? It should allow the null values. So means like initially I should able to insert only the student name, roll number, and 5 subjects marks, and then I will after adding all the entries, then I should able to by computing this total, percentage, and result and grade will be computed as per the formula, as per the we need to add some expressions to evaluate them, right? So I will create the table. I am writing a table name will be student info, right? Students information is a table name I'm having, and I'm going to add it. Table created successfully. Do you want to add another table? So I said no, I don't want to add more tables on right now, because I'm having one table I want to add, that is for the student info. So initially I'll be processing a query, select star from student info, and if you process this query, then in the student info table there is no records available, right? And then I will be adding the record into it, right? Some few records into it. Insert into table name is student info, right? And your student name, stu name, roll number, alright, subject 1, subject 2, subject 3, subject 4, and subject 5. Only these are the fields I want to add the values to it. Student name may be AAA initially, roll number is 100, and subject 1 may be 50, 60, 70, 45, randomly I'll put it up, and I'm 67, 5 subjects marks I am going to add it over here. Let's test this SQL command to the database. Command is select star from user info and execute it. one row affected. Then if you go with the show the table data or select chart from student info, you will get the one record added. But total, percentage, result, grade these are filled with the null values. So let us add some more records in it. Like let's say BB with the 101, and then we put some different marks. Insert into the data mix. And show the table data. We need to actually process the query. Show the table data. We need to refresh it actually. Here the BBB record added 2 times, nothing to worry about. Okay, let us say we have a BBB record, and then in this manner I am going to add some more records now. CCC 102. Any random data you put it. And then okay, I'm having 4 records to process now. Just like I'm having 2 duplicate records, but anyway, nothing to worry about. Now the main thing what I want to discuss now, here in this manner you can add them multiple entries. Let's say we have 10 entries about this one data. The first thing is how I can evaluate the total now. So first of all, I will build the query update total, update the table name student info, set total equals to subject 1 plus subject 2 plus subject 3 plus subject 4 plus subject 5, right? Update table name, set total equals to is all the subjects. It's like you have a formula for computing total, that subject 1 plus subject 2 plus subject 3, and then all the subject total equal to total over here. So let us execute this query. Update. So all the 4 records are updated now, right? And then let us display the records. Okay, here you got the entire total field. It's like first record is updated by 292, then 420, then 420, then 112. Means like all the addition of this, all the subjects total will be updated by the total over there, right? So in the similar manner, I can update the percent also. Set percent equals to total by 5, right? And you execute the query here. So update percentage. So here I put the percent also. So I get the percentage 58.4, 84, 84 and 62, right? So in this manner we successfully able to evaluate the total as well as percent also. Now let us write the query for result also. So update student info, update student info, set, first of all result equals to fell, means what I will do, I will update the result, all the results with fail. I'll explain you why I am doing it over here. So let's process this query. So what I get the result, so all records will get the result as a fail, and then I will build a condition for like all the records are fail over here. Then I will write the condition for pass, update student info, set result equals to pass, where student subject 1 more than equals to 40. Means like, let us understand the condition is every individual subject score should be more than equal to 40, and subject 2 more than equals to 40, and subject 3 more than equals to 40, and subject 4 more than equals to 40, and subject 5 more than equals to 40. It will evaluate the every individual subject score should be more than equal to 40, and percentage should be more than equals to 50.0, because percent is a real type of data. So means like it will update all the result field with the pass, where every individual subject score need to be more than equal to 40, and the cumulative percentage also need to be more than equal to 50, right? Imagine that this is the criteria for the university, where individual subjects score need to be more than equal to 40 and cumulative percentage need to be more than equal to 50. And just execute the query now, right? And then again now look here. Now obviously every record is passed now here, because it qualifies. Let us will make any one record deliberately fail in the examinations. Like let's say in subject 5 of the AAA, I'll go with the 35 marks only, right? And then update the subjects 1 more than equal to every individual subject score has to be, and then of the table data. Okay, if I just like let's say 35, okay, I need to add the table data. Somewhere refresh has to be there. Here it is, I believe. Okay, now if I update it 35, so I'm updating it. Okay. Table data, save changes, insert row, all rows. Okay, yeah, and then I'm having 35 as a record, so it updates now. Okay, and then you execute the query, and process it. Save changes and then execute the query. Separate files more than equals to 40. It has to update as a fail actually. Anyway, so what I mean, okay, because it is not saving the data actually, but anyway, if you can, as per the condition, like means when if you execute the query and select the data again, then you should get the result fail over here, but right now it is not updating the data. You get my point clear? So means like what I need to do, update student info set result equal to pass, where subject 1 every individual subject score need to be more than equal to 40, at the same time percentage need to be more than equal to 50. This is the conditions. So first of all, I set all the students result as a fail, so and then I'll write the condition for the pass, means only those, because I am right now dealing with the very limited data. But let's say if you have thousands of records, then certain technique to be followed, that you have to update all the results with a fail and then write the condition for the pass. Now then update the condition for the for grade, right? Update student info set grade equals to, let's say you have the grade equals to you got a C grade, where percentage is less than 50. If you got a percentage less than 50, then grade has to be the C, right? So you process this query over here. Okay, update student info set grade equal to, say, where percent less than 50, as there might not be any records belongs to less than 50, so it will not update anything. Now update student info set grade equals to B, where percentage is more than equals to 50 and percentage less than maybe 65, right? So 2 rows are updated over here, right? That is actually it's not update. Okay, you have a refresh. Okay, now 2 records are actually get updated with the grade B. In the similar manner, you can put a grade for A, more than equals to 65 and maybe less than A grade, no, that maybe less than 80, right? And then if A plus for those which belongs to the percentage more than equals to 80. Right, so A plus over here. So just like I'm just trying to give you an example how to deal with the database. Here in this case, what I did, I just build a student info table where I am having the fields like name, roll number and 5 subjects marks. Then I am having the fields total, percentage, result and grade. Now obviously while inserting initially the records, I need to fill the database with student name, roll number and subjects marks. And then so in that case I have to just process a query called as insert into, and whenever after means like that time your total, percentage, result, grade will remain null initially, and then I will update the update the field of with a specific criteria over here, right? So this is the way how I try to explain you how to deal with the database and all, right? So initially guys, okay, as up till now we learn about the Java for building GUI, for building application logic, but now it's time to connect my Java applications with the database. So for that reason we should have an elementary knowledge of SQL is required. That's why this session is dedicated for like what is SQL, what are the various types of commands SQL provides, how I can build the query, and how I can deal with the MySQL server database over there. Right? So hope you understand these all the things very well, how to deal with the database. So I'm expecting that okay, you should able to install MySQL server and able to create some tables and able to process some queries related to the insert, select, update and delete, so that you can able to get used to with the SQL commands over there. Right? Thank you.